Hey friends, it's Lisa. Welcome and thank you for watching another one of my videos. So it's been a minute, but I am here today because I have been on this long journey to really declutter, like so many other people here on the internet, but I have so much stuff and I need to let it go. And one of the biggest areas that is a pain point for me is fragrances. So I have been someone who has been interested in perfumes and fragrance mist and things like that for a few years. But like many people, my very small curated collection that I had a few years ago has since exploded, you know, during lockdown and after. And I went from being like someone who had like maybe 2 or 3 perfumes that were like signature scents to a whole collection. And I have so much stuff, and I have decided, I was in a mood the other day and I finally was like, I'm just gonna get rid of stuff. And I did put some fragrances aside. I have also thrown out, like just fully chucked a bunch of things that I did not film, and I was like, I'm just doing it. But I did save some of the things that I am getting rid of, and I thought that I would make a video and share them with you. So I'm gonna go ahead and share some of the fragrances that I am going to part ways with. All right, so we are here on my couch, and I'm going to go ahead and show some of my fragrances. I do want to note that you may hear my dog. She is to the side of me. Yeah, you. She's doing her own thing. She's an independent woman. I'm not going to tell her what to do. Also, my ceiling fan. I live in the Northeast, and even with the AC on, it just feels very humid and hot. And so I need all the fans on top of the AC. So the first 2 things I am parting ways with are these new to me fragrance mist. They are hair and body mist from NYX. NYX, if you don't know, is a cosmetic brand, but they have recently gotten into the body care and fragrance game as well. I was interested to try these. I got Juicy Boo, which is a mango and clementine scent, and then Coconut Cutie, which is a coconut and pear scent. And I also, in Juicy Boo, have the body oil. So I'm keeping the body oil because I'm using it up, but I have decided to just part ways with these 2 fragrance mists. They're not anything special, and I feel like I have things I like better in my collection. I bought these on a whim when I was shopping because I just was interested in trying them, but I am okay with saying goodbye to them. One of the things I just threw in right before I made my video is this Mix Bar bottle of vanilla bourbon. So there's a little bit of usage to this. I just have a lot of other fragrances that are these cozy vanilla scents that this is not a bad scent at all. It's just that I feel like I have other things in my collection at this point that I would rather use, and I don't really lean for this, or it's not something that I'm like, oh, where's my vanilla bourbon from Mix Bar? I did also, in my like rage of just throwing stuff out, earlier in the month got rid of Cloud Musk. I did put that on before I went to bed, and I realized to me it smelled like pencil shaving, so I just tossed it. But again, vanilla bourbon, there's nothing wrong with this scent. It's just that I personally have other fragrances in my collection that I would rather wear than this. This is from Victoria's Secret. This is Bare. I've only used a little bit of this. This is not bad at all. This is a skin scent. This was more of like a nighttime cozy scent that I was wearing. But the thing is that I kind of just randomly bought this when I started going into my must buy all the fragrances that I can. And you know, someone had posted Victoria's Secret is doing fragrance sale, and so I went. Even though I don't really shop at Victoria's Secret, I'm like, I must buy fragrances. So I bought this. It doesn't smell bad. It smells fine. But as I just said, I have a lot of fragrances, and why would I keep something that I'm not necessarily going to want to wear when I have other things that I would rather wear or try on? So very nice fragrance, but I am parting ways with this one as well. Okay, so this is, I think this is God is a Woman by Ariana Grande. This is the bottle. To give you an idea, I've used that much. It's a little dusty, to be honest. I bought this because I had used the Sol de Janeiro, I think it was Crochet Crush, that came out a few years ago, and I fell in love with that limited edition body spray. Used it all up, and so many people online said, oh, it's a dupe for God is a Woman. So I bought this when it was on very heavily discounted on Ulta. I don't know if it was like one of the Ulta days, Ulta 50% off during the 21 Days of Beauty or something a few years ago. I forget. But I did buy it, and I've never really worn it. I've worn it a couple times, and I just feel like it kind of has this weird plasticky scent to me that I don't enjoy at all. So it's just been kind of hanging out. It wasn't even with any of my other perfumes. It was in my office, which is this room. It wasn't even with all of my other perfumes. So I was like, okay, it's not even with the stuff that I use. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. All right, so this is a fragrance. I believe it's from Define Me. Let me see if I can see the bottom. I think the brand is Define Me, and this is the Barbie perfume. This came out during the movie Barbie, when everything was Barbie-core, everything. And this was something that I was definitely influenced by the fragrance YouTube, and people were saying, oh my gosh, this is amazing, this is so great. The challenge is that this is a brand that, as far as I'm aware, you can only get from their website. It's not something where I could smell it in a store and have some kind of opinion on it before I put the money out. And also, it was a pre-order. So they were like, hey, here's the scent, it's amazing, we're doing a pre-order, you know, and then they had sold a couple batches. So, or the influencers or whoever had it saying it was amazing. So I pre-ordered it, got it, super excited. I thought the bottle was really cute. I hate it. I hate it. Like, you can see there is barely any air in this bottle. This, to me, smells plastic. And some people love the smell of plastic baby dolls or plastic Barbies, hence Barbie. And they're like, oh, it smells like strawberry and all this stuff. To me, this is straight plastic, and I hate it. It's so gross. To me, it's my opinion. You may feel otherwise. And I've seen people online like freak out about the scent, or it's like a collector's item or something like that. And meanwhile, I'm like, yeah, no, it's not for me, and that's fine. So this is now leaving my collection. Okay. This is from Lattafa. This was the first Middle Eastern perfume that I had ever purchased. This is, I think, Adwad. I apologize for the mispronunciation. This thing is gigantic. It is 100 mils. The bottle, of course, is gorgeous. It has this beautiful, you know, mosaic design, like a tile, and there's actually a texture to it so you can feel it, which is really nice. And the rest of the bottle is just matte gold, and the lid is this wood block. It's so big that I couldn't even store it with the lid. It had to be stored separately because it's just so tall. Definitely, if I had a height comparison with all of the other bottles in my collection, this is the tallest bottle that I own. But I am getting rid of this. And this was a lesson for me because I bought this. This was a scent that I don't have the notes. I mean, all of these you can go online if you want to find the notes. But basically, this was a expensive lesson for me to learn because I bought this off of Amazon after being influenced by influencers that were like, oh, this smells like a more affordable version of a very expensive perfume. This is, first of all, a power, like it's a bomb, a scent bomb, whatever the term is. You put a little bit of this on and it projects like crazy. It also doesn't leave your skin. Like, it's super long lasting and powerful. A little goes a long way, and it's just too much for me. Like, this is too much, too heavy. I don't see a world where I would ever want to wear this. And also, I learned the lesson of you can't return fragrances on Amazon. I went to go return this and they said, no, 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 you can't return it. So I've kept it now for maybe like 3 years, maybe longer. It's just not something that I personally enjoy, and I'm ready at that point to acknowledge that this was a loss for me, and I am gonna get rid of it. All right, so these two fragrances are from Commodity, and these were fragrances that, if I understand it correctly, Commodity, which exists today, you can buy them straight from their website, you can buy them from Sephora. They had like 2 different phases. Like, the first phase of Commodity, they had different scents, including Bois and Magnolia. And then I think maybe during COVID or before COVID, they kind of went out of business or something happened. And then someone else bought the brand and then resurrected it. Bought the brand and resurrected it. Oh my God. Brought it back to life to what it is today. And, you know, with the fragrances that they have today. But about 2 years ago, Commodity had this thing where they were bringing back some of the like original scents, and they were doing like a new batch run of them, and then they were going to never have them again, and they were going to be archived forever. Oh, okay. Archived forever. And so I felt this immense pressure because I have no chill, but I feel like I had this immense pressure to buy these fragrances because I wanted to be that fragrance person. So I bought these 2 based on the scent notes. And if I remember correctly, the black fragrances were supposed to be heavier, more intense, where the white fragrances were lighter, more airy. So I got these based on the scent notes, and I hate both of them. I actually just resprayed them all of the fragrances I'm showing here, and Magnolia wasn't bad, but it just wasn't something that I would want to wear willingly, and Bois is just not for me. So I mean, I just realized that these are not for me. These are losses, expensive losses for me, and so I am now just saying, okay, I am willing to part ways with these fragrances. Okay, the last 3 fragrances that I'm going to share today, they're all from the brand Sniff. So, Sniff is interesting in that they have their regular scents, and then they also have a secret menu. So, this is from their secret menu, which is more of an experimental line of fragrances, and this is Sweet Tooth, and this is watermelon candy. I guess it is based off of a Swedish candy that is a watermelon candy with sugar, and it kind of makes me think of like a Sour Patch Kid looking candy. I don't necessarily think they're sour though. I wouldn't know because 1, I'm not Swedish. I've never been to Sweden. 2, I don't like gummy candy, but I was intrigued by the marketing, intrigued by the whole thing. So I bought this blind buy, as many of these other fragrances are blind buys. And this it's just, it is what it is. It is a watermelon candy, and it's not for me. It's actually headache inducing. I do not like it. So I am getting rid of this. You can buy this though now at Ulta. So if this is something you're interested in, you can go and buy this yourself or smell it, but I hate it. And then these two fragrances, I do feel really bad because they are a collaboration with the same influencer. This is Heal the Way and this is Gentle Reminder. And not that I feel bad in terms of like a loyalty to the influencer, because I don't know who they are. I think they're actually like a poet or someone. But these were supposed to be like cozy fragrances, and I just can't get behind them. I think they're like pistachio based, and so Heal the Way was the first one, and I've used a little bit of it, but this is too intense for me. And it's not intense in like the way that I like. It actually is a scrubber. Like as soon as I put it on my skin, I do want to scrub it off. And I just don't get enjoyment from it. And I don't think I would wear it ever again willingly. So I am going to part ways with this one. And then this one is not even opened. Like, as you can see, hopefully, it still has the plastic wrap. Here's the little perforations, but it still has the plastic wrap. I've never even opened this one. So if you buy from Sniff, they used to include no extra cost, but now they apparently make you pay $5 if you want, but a little sample size of this fragrance, of a fragrance. And so you can try the fragrance if you don't want to open it, and then you can return them if you don't like them. Anyway, I bought this scent during one of their sales with some other scents. I did not necessarily spray it immediately. I did have the little vial, and I've sprayed it a few times, and I hate it. It smells like Play-Doh, but bad Play-Doh. I don't know. I just wore it again the other night, and I really just wanted to scrub my arms really bad, really hard, really get the skin off. That's how bad it was. I was like, I do not like this scent. Oh, hello. So this is just not for me, and I understand there's an audience for this scent that likes this type of cozy scent, but again, my nose picks this up as bad Play-Doh, and so I don't see a world where I would want to wear this willingly, and so I am getting rid of it. Alright guys, that was my current declutter that I have. If you liked this video or found any information helpful, please think about giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing, and until next time guys, I hope you all stay well. Bye!